So child custody, is there a difference between a mother who has, say, a child in wedlock that's not married, custody versus custody if somebody is married and they have a child?
Yeah, so there are a couple different concepts. So there's paternity and then there's custody. And just because you have one doesn't mean you necessarily have the other. So a child born outside of wedlock, the only natural guardian is the mother. So if a couple has a child and they're not married, the only parent or the only individual with rights to that child is the mother. And even if the father is successful in establishing his paternity, and there's a couple ways to do that, whether it's through court order or acknowledgement signed under oath by both parties in front of two witnesses, that still doesn't mean there is an order on time sharing. Or even if the Department of Revenue can establish paternity and child support, they can't establish time sharing. So if you have paternity established, that doesn't necessarily give you the right to access to the minor child. So you would still need to go that second step and do what's called establishing a custody plan, a time sharing plan, and make sure that you have right to access to the child, because without that, the mother, who is the only parent with right to the child, can leave the state, can leave the area, and can take that child wherever she wants. Whereas if a child's born during marriage, then both parents are assumed the legal fathers, the child is assumed legitimate, and both parents have right to access in time with that child.